Hey everybody, it's Vince from Spradley here in Southern Colorado, and welcome to my channel. If you have never viewed a video before, I want to welcome you. Today I have a treat. I have the SX Turbo all-wheel drive 2022 Kia Seltos in white with a plum interior. This is our last 2022 Seltos that we are getting on the lot this year. We already are allocated 2023s, but this guy is the last one, and ironically it is in a color I've never had before. It is in the plum interior, which we're going to take a look at. If you are new, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe. If you like what you see, it definitely will help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and that's kind of my goal. I'm very close, and I'm trying to hit 1,000, and let's get to it. So right away off the front, I have the car on so you can see the daytime running lights. I really do love the daytime running lights in this car. I actually own one of these guys. My wife, I have it for my wife, and she loves it. It's really the best car I've driven in the snow. Personally, I think it's better than Sorento and better than Telluride. Taking a look here at the front, you see the Kia Tiger Nose Grille with the new Kia script badging. I'm going to stop calling it new in 2023, but this came out in 2021, so it's still new to me. I really do love that badging, and a lot of people do. Coming on the side, this is the SX model again, so it does have the fog lights there on the bottom, and then it has your turbo engine. You can tell it's a turbo by looking at the caps. It's got the red caps on there, and that's how you know the car is a turbo. I really am a fan of those daytime running lights, and it is badged all-wheel drive right there. Alright, coming along the side, just kind of do an everyday feature walk around. So if you're going to be driving this car, interested in this car, these are some features that you may want to see. Just kind of get a side profile there. Gas cap, there is it's a push and pop. Get my shadow out of the way. So if the car is unlocked, you can press that button and it'll, oops, actually this is not a push and pop. It is still one of the ones that have a gas guy right there. So right there, so you press that guy and it pops open. I should know that. I guess I never put gas in my wife's car. And then you can just push it closed. Coming along to the back, I really do like the back. I like kind of how it's designed. I like the lights. I like how they're spaced. I like that Kia script badging right there in the center, and then you have your rear wiper right underneath your little kind of lip right here, and then you have your backup light. Got your shark fin there for the radio. And my daughter plays softball. She's in a lot of traveling tournaments. There's a lot of room in the back. We can fit our overnight bags. Let's wait for that car to go by. There we go. We can fit our overnight bags, her soccer stuff, coolers, even the tent with one of the seats down, the 10 by 10 tent. So it does have a lot of room. It's very spacious. This one has the little cargo cover that can come right off. And then in the back you can see you have child anchor locks in all 3 seats. That way if you have little ones, you do have the ability to have the car seats tethered. And then underneath, now these are the mats, carpeted tray mat right there. But underneath you do have the tire. You can see there, it's not the big giant tire, it is the spare tire. A lot of room in the back, very spacious. My wife does not complain. Coming back down, you have your roof rack rails, which are pretty cool, so you can put crossbars on them. So definitely a plus there. Really like them. Not too shabby. So let's take a look at the Plum interior. I guess I should face the car when I'm reviewing the car. So let's start in the back seat. Again, try and get my shadow out of the way. Now it is a dark purple. Pop in here. So as you can see, you see the purple on the armrests. You see the purple back here. You see the purple on the armrest back here. You get the purple plum. You have your armrest right here with your cup holder, but that guy just easily goes right up. You have one USB port back here with the little cubby in the SX model, and then you have your back air. You have your map pockets in just the passenger side. And then there's just a view of the center console. Now I actually think there is an insane amount of legroom back here. My son is 6'1", my daughter is about 5'7", and she never complains back here, and neither does my son. He actually kind of drives it when my wife doesn't. Definitely like the room back here. It's very, very comfy. This does not have the sunroof package, so no sunroof up there. And then you have your interior lights right there, which I have the door open, so that does not work. But you do have those cool circle lights. You have your hand grip rails right there, and then on this side you have your hand grip rail, and then you have your hook that you can hook a hanger to, a garment to. Adjustable seating, so you can adjust that seatbelt right there. Again, just another overview shot. Man, that pesky sun is creating a glare. I wanted to get this video done early in the morning because it's going to be over 100 degrees today in Colorado, and that is not fun, being out here doing that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at the cabin. The cabin is the most impressive part, I think, in the car. Right here along the sides, you do have your mirror controls, you have your door lock controls, you have your window controls, and then your window locks. You have your Bose audio. I have an EV6 now, and my EV6 has the Meridian sound, which is very clear. You can actually hear like each instrument, which is awesome. That's what I like. Actually, my wife likes the Bose, where you hear the bass and you actually hear like the thump thump, and that's what she likes. So it was something for everybody. You have the electronic seats on the side, which are pretty cool. And then coming into the cabin, it'll tell you if the key is not detected. I've left the air conditioning on just so my phone doesn't shut down because of all the heat. But you do have a countdown here, which you can change, so it'll tell you that the vehicle will idle for about the next 21 minutes if you don't do anything with the vehicle. Coming along down here on the panel from left to right, you have your illumination buttons. You have your auto off, which is actually a pretty interesting feature. It seems like either you love it or you hate it. It's designed to help you with your gas mileage, but this is the feature where if you're at a red light, or if all your ideal items are in a row, so if the engine has to be at an ideal temperature. I don't believe there can be snow outside. Like, there's got to be a couple of different things all in a row. Then if you're at a red light, it'll act like the engine is going to shut down. And once that does that, then it's to help preserve the gas mileage. Well, you can actually turn it off. If you turn it off, it has the orange light because it's called auto off. You have your lane keep assist right there, and you can see on the dash right there in the center, when you press it, it goes away. And then you have your traction control. Coming up here to the dash, you have your miles per empty. This one is 18 miles till empty. You have your center screen, which you can manipulate with this toggle switch right here. So you do have those 2 pages button. If you press that, it'll take you from left to right through your toggle switches. So you have your compass, you have your lane keep assist, which if you use your toggle switch, you can go up and down. So up and down, tension level, power to the wheels. It'll show you how your power is being distributed, you know, your tire pressure, and then pressing that 2 pages button, there's your engine temperature, your fuel economy. I actually like this one the best. You can set it to, I'm just gonna throw this in drive. There we go. Get rid of that pesky screen. So you can, you know, show your average miles per gallon. This one has not been driven. I think it only has, what, 15 miles. It's just fresh off the truck. so you know it doesn't have a good average miles per gallon, but my wife gets 38, 44. I mean, I've seen her in the 40s before. It just depends upon how you drive, what drive mode you're in, all that kind of good stuff. There is the outside temperature, 79 degrees at what, not even 9 a.m. yet, so definitely going to be a hot one today. You have your gauges, so your engine temperatures on your left, and your speedometer, odometer, all that kind of good stuff is over here on the right. Then you can see your odometer right there. Your fuel gauge right there at the bottom on the left hand side. So coming up to the steering wheel here, on your steering wheel on your left hand side you have your active voice assistant that works really well with Siri, your Bixby, your Android Auto. Your mode button, now mode, if I press it, this screen should go into, oh no, it's already set. The mode's going to send you into different radio controls. So, and that is your sounds of nature. So sounds of nature, we'll get to that into a second. That is going to be like your meditation, your relaxation. It's something in the car that will help you relax. Hopefully not too relaxed. Volume control right here, and then your radio control there. Answer a call, decline a call for your cell phone when it's connected with Bluetooth or Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Over here on this side we do have your cruise control, which is kind of hard to demonstrate when you're, you know, sitting. You can't really do that. You have your lane keep assist, your forward lane keep assist, and then you have your adaptive cruise control. So adaptive cruise control is where you can set car lengths instead of miles per hour. So if you want to set 4 car lengths, you can, and then your car will keep you 4 car lengths behind the car in front of you. So they do 100, you do 100. They do 5 miles an hour, you will do 5 miles an hour. Now, my favorite thing that Kia's ever done is given all these cars, you know, a big gigantic screen. I love the big screens. This is the biggest screen that you can get in a Kia Seltos. This time is wrong, so I believe if I just press this, it's going to take us to the time setting. I'm going to put 8 a.m., change it to daylight savings time. That should make me 9 a.m. because that's what time it is. And then you can do all this right here. So just want to make sure it's in mountain time. Oops, not that button. It's in mountain time. Time format right there, so you can do your 12 hours or your 24 hours. A little arrow up in the corner will take you back a screen. Little house will take you to your home screen. Pretty cool. But yeah, it shows your date, your time, and then what kind of music you're listening to. And I don't know if you can see with the inlay right here, but it does show you a little map. And then that map will, if you touch it, it should take you to the maps. And if for any reason it doesn't, you have a little map button right there. Maps are pretty interesting, so you can set your destination just by hitting your magnifying glass. You can go into your categories, like PDI, points of interest categories, and then you can, you know, type in an address, and then you can zoom in, you can zoom out. One thing I like about these big screens is it's a tri-level screen, so you can have a third widget open right here, and you can set it to different things, which is pretty cool. The little arrow right here, if you press it, it'll collapse, and that gives you the bigger screen. If for any reason you don't like the touchscreen, you have your physical buttons right below. It can take you directly into the radio, your seek and track. I thought I had that volume all the way down. You have your customizable button, your star button right here. If you press that, it's going to take you into a menu where you can make it do kind of, you know, one of a couple of things. So if you want it to go right back to your home screen, go to your Bluetooth audio, go to your phone screen, phone projection, UVO, which is Kia's app, our suite of UVO services, sound mood lamp, HD radio, or just nothing. You can also customize the steering wheel button, which is going to be on your steering wheel, and then your volume and turn knobs. So you can actually set these and customize them if you want to change their functionality, which is kind of cool. So definitely something that is, this is the mode button, so that's what I was telling you, so you can go through all of these things. So personally, I would take it off AM, I would probably take it off Sounds of Nature, and then that's it. Well, maybe USB music, because who has a USB really? It's a very small percentage. So I would take those 3 things off, and then that way when you cycle through your mode button, you would be able to get the items that you actually listen to. So got your volume tuner knob right there. You have your tuner knob right there for your music. You have your climate down here. You have your display right here, which I like in the higher trim levels, because you have your your glossy black display, and then you have your one knob that kind of controls your temperature, your blower speeds. You can make it hotter or colder, where you want your air coming from, your directionals for where you want your air coming from, and defrosters. You have a wireless phone charger down there on the shelf, along with a 12-volt, a USB port, and then another USB port. And then you have your little cubby space down there as well, which again, the glare from the sun, sorry about that. And then down here you have your rear wheel lock differential, so you can lock your back wheels if you're in bad weather. You have your heated seats, driver and passenger. Your downward heel brake control assist, and then you have your cup holders, electronic parking brake, and auto hold. Auto hold is quietly one of my favorite features. I use it the most out of any car. So let me demonstrate. So I'm going to put this car in drive, and we are going to creep forward a bit, and let's pretend we are at a drive-through. So we're stuck behind someone. I'm going to kind of come to a stop. I'm going to press auto hold. Let's see if it will. You'll see auto hold right there happening green. Now my foot's on the brake, so I can take my foot off the brake, and then we're fine. So now we can just relax, take your feet off the pedals, and then the second the car in front of you starts to move, all you do is put your foot on the accelerator, and then you just go. So you can see we're moving. And then foot on the brake again, and if you press down hard enough, you will see auto hold re-engage. So that's kind of cool. I actually like auto hold a lot. If you leave yourself in auto hold too long, it will actually throw the parking brake on, which is kind of cool. You do have your big cubby there. Pretty good sized cubby, which I like. Glove compartment box. And then again, let me just give you a shot of this Plum interior. It's, like I said, I'm a huge Prince fan, I really am, and I think this is just a little too purple for me. But I've showed this car on Saturday twice, and today's Monday, and if people liked it, they didn't buy it, but they thought they liked it. But I don't think it was for them anyway. They didn't really want a Seltos. They wanted something bigger, like a Sorento. But they didn't hate the color apparently. So let's go ahead and let's put this car back on the lot real quick. Oh, I was still in drive. Forgot I was in auto hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it forward. We'll put this car back on the lot, and then this is our only new car that we have right now on the lot. Actually, no, we have a Sportage that someone backed out on. So I do have a SX Prestige Sportage in black in the new body style up on the pedestal up there. But other than that, this is it. We have very, very little inventory right now. It's insane. We're selling them as quickly as we're getting them off the truck. To be honest, most of our new cars, people just call in, say, what do you have coming in? We tell them, and then we put their name on it, or they order. That just seems to be the way it's going right now. I personally do think it's going to taper off, and we're going to kind of go back to the way that it used to be, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. My managers, 2 out of 3 of them really think that this is just the way cars are going to be going forward. That it's going to be, we don't carry a lot of inventory on the lot, and you have to basically get lucky, place an order, or call every dealership in the tri-state area and put your name on something. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because that's not a fun way to sell cars. It's not really why I got into it, but yeah, it's kind of interesting having a YouTube channel showing YouTube videos, and you only have one car every week kind of to show that's not pre-sold. So again, I just wanted to thank you guys if you made it this far for viewing my channel. It's fun. I like it. Like and subscribe if you like what you see. But again, this is our, it beeps at you when it knows the keys are in your pocket and you're walking away. But again, this is our 2022 Kia Sportage in white with the Plum interior. And again, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you like what you see.